Supreme Master Ching Ai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Dzisiejszy odcinek zostanie nadany w języku angielskim, chińskim i czeskim z napisami w języku aulackim, znanym też jako wietnamski, arabskim, bułgarskim, chińskim, chorwackim, czeskim, angielskim, francuskim, niemieckim, hinduskim, węgierskim, indonezyjskim, włoskim, japońskim, koreańskim, malajskim, mongolskim, perskim, polskim, portugalskim, pendżabskim, rumuńskim, rosyjskim, hiszpańskim i tajskim. Witam czczących Boga widzów. Jestem Alicja i gorąco pozdrawiam z Łodzi w Polsce. Z mieszanką starodawnych miast i naturalnych krajobrazów Polska stała się jednym z ulubionych celów podróży dla turystów. Kraj szczyci się posiadaniem 22 parków narodowych, około 1200 rezerwatów przyrody, ponad 100 parków krajobrazowych oraz 400 obszarów chronionych. Polska w połowie XV wieku była największym państwem w Europie. Jej obecną stolicą jest Warszawa, w której nadal zachowane są historyczne ulice, kościoły i budynki. Mottem miasta jest Continuum Procelas, co oznacza zawsze niezwyciężona. Warszawskie Stare Miasto znajduje się obecnie na liście Światowego Dziedzictwa UNESCO. Z wysoko rozwiniętą kulturą Polska szczyci się też utalentowanymi laureatami Nagrody Nobla w literaturze, w tym pisarzami Wisławą Szymborską, Henrykiem Sienkiewiczem, Władysławem Reymontem i poetą Czesławem Miłoszem. Kwintesencja polskiego wpływu na muzykę została uwieczniona w pracach sławnego na całym świecie kompozytora Fryderyka Chopina, rodowitego Polaka. Polska jest także miejscem urodzenia jednego z najbardziej ukochanych przywódców religijnych, Jego Świątobliwości papieża Jana Pawła II. To ogromna przyjemność podzielić się krótką historią Polski i odsłonić cząstkę jej kultury. Mieszkańcy Polski modlą się do Boga, aby obdarzył Was miłością i błogosławieństwem. Dzisiaj podzielimy się z Wami drugą i ostatnią częścią programu pod tytułem Zawsze szerzcie więcej miłości. Więcej języków dostępnych jest online. Poszczególny język prosimy odwiedzić
www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles.
Od ponad 30 lat Najwyższa mistrzyni Ching Hai rozświetla nasz świat swoimi niebiańskimi naukami. Jako w pełni oświecony mistrz przekazuje metodę medytacji Kuan Yin tym, którzy pragną natychmiast odnaleźć boską naturę wewnątrz i osiągnąć w ciągu jednego życia wieczne wyzwolenie z cyklu transmigracji. Metodą Kuan Yin praktykowali wszyscy oświeceni mistrzowie, tacy jak Buddha, Jezus Chrystus, prorok Mahomet, niech pokój będzie z nim, i Guru Nanak. Podkreśla, że jeśli zawsze pamiętamy o Bogu, świadczymy bezinteresowną pomoc innym i przestrzegamy praw tego wszechświata, to osiągniemy najwyższy ludzki potencjał i naprawdę zrozumiemy swój cel na ziemi. Najwyższa mistrzyni Ching Hai jest niezwykłym żyjącym przykładem współczucia, regularnie przesyłając materialną i finansową pomoc, jak również miłość uchodźcom, bezdomnym, ofiarom klęsk żywiołowych oraz innym potrzebującym pomocy. W 2006 roku otrzymała pokojową nagrodę Gushi, uznawaną za pokojową nagrodę Nobla Wschodu, i została uhonorowana w przeciągu lat licznymi innymi nagrodami i wyróżnieniami za jej wybitną filantropię i pomoc humanitarną. Jako prawdziwy głos dla naszych pięknych przyjaciół, zwierząt, promuje ona pokojową i kochającą dietę roślinną oraz wyobraża sobie wraz z przebudzeniem ludzkości do świętości wszelkiego życia spokojny i chwalebny, w pełni wegański świat, gdzie zwierzęta i ludzie żyją w błogiej harmonii. Jej inicjatywy rozpowszechniania wegańskiego trendu są zróżnicowane i obejmują dystrybucję ulotek Alternatywne Życie, międzynarodową sieć wegańskich restauracji Loving Hut, Supreme Master Television, jak również regularne przemowy do wpływowych rządów i szefów mediów oraz uczestnictwo w telewizyjnych konferencjach na temat zmian klimatycznych, czy jesteśmy ich świadomi, czy nie. Jej wysiłki mają niezmiernie wielki wpływ na globalną świadomość przyjaznego zwierzętom stylu życia oraz tego, jak ten życzliwy sposób bycia może przynieść trwały pokój pomiędzy narodami, tym samym ratując naszą planetę przed zmianami klimatu. Przez lata najwyższa mistrzyni Ching Hai podróżowała po całym świecie, od obu Ameryk po Afrykę, od Europy po Oceanię, odbywając setki rozmów z publicznością i swoimi uczniami na różnego rodzaju duchowe tematy. Dzisiaj jesteśmy błogosławieni, przedstawiając jeden z tych wnikliwych wykładów pod tytułem Zawsze szerzcie więcej miłości, Część druga z 2. Między mistrzem a uczniami. Udzielony w języku angielskim, chińskim i czeskim 2 lipca 2013 roku we Francji.
At home, I told you already, if you have any piece of land, just cultivate it. Don't need to plant grass. Plant vegetable. If you don't want to eat the one that not in the list of loving kindness, then plant the loving one at least. And if you have to buy, then buy less, you see? Outside you buy the thing that they sell which is not in the loving list, but at least you have some loving thing at home. And if you plant tomato when they're ripe, sometimes so easy to take off. You just touch it and then it comes out. And you thank the tree for it, okay? And if you have peppermints or herbs, yes, then you just take it without the head, and you also thank them, yeah? You cut 2/3 of it, yeah, okay? Don't just nip it or strip it down. They feel too violent. They will feel sad, yeah, or scared. Tell them before, can I have some of your beautiful things? Thank you, and then take some. Okay, and do it with loving kindness, yeah, and thankfulness. It's still better than not, no? Okay. And if you have like a banana or something, and you don't take the whole thing down, you just take whatever ripe, and cut it, leave some left. Like the banana is so much, so long. You cut it here, yeah, at the head, before the head, yeah. No, at least it's not cut the whole head down, okay? Just the soft part. Same with other fruits. And remember to ask for permission. Remember to thank, sincerely at the end. Okay? To ask for permission is also to warn them that you're going to take something. Could you please withdraw your spirit from that part? Then they'll be okay. Yeah? They won't feel that sad because they know you're worthy and they're happy to contribute. Okay? Anybody want to do farming? My garden? You do?
I'm in school for horticulture, so I would love to do that.
Oh, good. You have a friend now.
She's from Canada too.
Oh, God. Then you can maybe take turn or... Yeah? Okay. Later I will tell you where it is to go. Not in here, because here we need everything to plant humans. But some of my private land, there's nobody there. And maybe now and then I come, but maybe not. You can stay there in one room. Whenever you come, then you do cultivating there, yeah? Better make enough money to stay there.
Okay.
You can also sell, because a lot of olives.
Sure.
Yes. I don't know if you can do it, the two of you, though. I even have a shaking machine for olives. I'm not sure if it's still there. And also the machine to make oil. Big.
Olive oil.
Yeah, big machine. Not the one who make the 1 or 3 kilo only, but can make a lot of kilos. Or you can bring it to the mill. They do it for you. But then if you bring to the mill, you never know if it's your olive or not, because sometimes you don't know if it's virgin or not.
Yeah. So factor way too bad.
They have many people bring in there, and then they don't write your name on the olives. On your millions of olives, say this belong to Betty or something. They mix them all, and sometimes they give yours to the other and the other to you. You never know, yeah? It doesn't matter, but you like to eat your own, no?
Yes.
Yeah, your own oil, on your own soil with a lot of blessed power, yeah? Okay. You are a agriculturist, yeah?
Yeah.
From Canada. What did you plant there?
Well, we just have a small backyard right now, but I planted some lettuce this year and tomatoes.
Yeah.
We had to leave the tomatoes with the landlord because I came here, so that's nice. But yeah, we planted tomatoes, lettuce, arugula, basil, just a really small
Understand,
backyard.
understand.
So,
Yeah, it's enough for you. Yes. You alone?
No, I have a partner.
Oh, so what to do with he's there? He eat the tomatoes and you come here?
Well, he's coming also. He'll be here in a couple days.
So you take turn to plant or you
No,
plant
I do it
together?
all. That's
Oh.
not his thing.
Oh, so what is his thing?
He likes electronics and machining
Oh.
and that kind of thing.
It sounds not familiar at all. For men to like machines and electronic gadget. Oh, that is something strange. How he also like remote control, right?
I think so.
On
yeah.
television, yeah. That's a strange guy, huh? Okay. All right. If you're okay with the partner, you can do it. Well, how come only Canadian people like to farm in my house? Everybody else is tied up, huh? Okay, it's good. You two is enough, okay? You can always ask for help. The neighbors or something. But it's difficult to find laborers nowadays. Because they all go working outside. They don't like farming much anymore. Farming is the best job to do, really. Okay?
I think we can have next year.
Oh,
Next year.
did you ever farm before?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. And you too? Both of you want to help? Okay. Why
Because
not?
we sell our house now to have more time for meditation and also
Then
for
where do
fun.
you live?
In the house in Buckingen near the frontier from Basel, you know it?
Basel.
House.
Yes. But where do you live after you sell your house?
We found two smaller apartments only.
Simple.
Beside and in Constance, the
Okay.
Lake of Constance.
Ah, it's good. Yes,
So we have time.
Yes, I told you already. Smaller the house, the happier you are. Really.
Yes.
Apartment is already too big. It,
No,
small studio.
Small.
Oh,
Yeah.
one or two room. Yeah, understand. What I mean is, for me, an apartment is already too big. But for you, that's already a very, very important
3 room.
step. Yeah.
yes. 2 room, she and I.
Okay, then it's fine. It's fine. But still, even the house here you have for me. Oh, whenever I sit in there, I feel so big. I like cave and small ready-made house, wood house, 2x2 or 2x1.5. Yeah, I'm getting one for here because this house too big for me. Yes, I say to them, save it for theater time. Like I will have to do some makeup or something, keep the shoes and the clothes. Yeah, just like you. This is from market. Yeah, you don't need to iron anything. Yeah, because I told you already, it's match my wrinkles, nah? Why iron here and not iron there? So, so the smaller the house, the better for me. I feel good. Even in my cave, 2x2.5, I have everything I need. You could even put aircon there if you want, or dehumidified. Yeah. In the front, I have the basin too, and then there is a toilet nearby. And we have those little electric water boiler. Yeah, you can shower with that inside the small room. And the toilet is about this big only. I am small. I don't need big things. And have warm water, you see, in the toilet and shower together. No problem. So easy. Yes? And you feel happier. Believe me. Believe me. Big houses never make people happy. Maybe that's why a lot of people are not happy. Because so many things you feel oppressive, A big house, you collect things. Small house, you think twice before you want to collect something. Yes? And you need just a small car if you're alone or 2 people. You don't need big car. I needed big car because I have still dogs. Yes, before that smaller car is better. Yes? And smaller the house, the happier you will be. Because whatever you need is there. You don't have to walk miles to take things from the kitchen and then you forget it and then you go back again, another thing. Oh, I'm tired of big house. You're tired, and if you have time, you want to sit and meditate to recover from the crowd, from the karma of the crowd. And then now you have to walk all this way just to go brush your teeth. And then walk all this way. If you forgot something over there, you forgot your phone there while you brush your teeth, have to go back again, get it. And then, I have forgot my whatever, yeah? Clock or pens or whatever. And then you have to walk back again. Maybe that's why they cook a lot of food for me whenever like that. Yeah, exercise. Hungry. Not only I waste my energy, I waste more energy of the world because of all this food produced for me. It's not logical. Huh? I'm very happy in the cave because I have everything at my fingertip. You see? Yes. So easy to get anything. And what do you need? Anything. Huh? If you're still working, of course, you will need suits and all that. But still, you can manage just one or two, the trendy suits. And it depends on your job, of course. But if you really have important job and you have to have a lot of clothes and shoes, then okay, an apartment is fine enough. You have to try to make shelves, to put things around you instead of have another room for it. Yes, just buy shelves. And you don't have to ask people to come and make shelves for you. You buy those ready-made shelves. You come home, you just screw them together. No, just put them on top of each other like plastic shell in a small box. You carry home in your car. You open the plastic and you pile them on top of each other, and then you have shelves for everything you need. And you have also ready-made plastic closet, cabinet. That's so easy to do. You don't need a man to even do it. I do it myself. Yeah. You see, like that, and then you put shelves for everything you need around you. So you don't need another room for library, another room for watching television. If I have an apartment, sometimes you cannot just find an apartment for a smaller room because it just happened to have 3 rooms. I would never use the other 2 rooms. What for? So that you have to clean every day? You just close it. You close it and you use just whatever you need only. Yeah? Or let disciples stay with you, share the rent or share the cost, or give it to some other people, vegetarian people to live together. Yes. If you can afford it and that person cannot, then you give it to him to stay for free. And he pay for food or whatever he does himself. Yeah, the smaller the better. I tell you from my own experience, you're happier in there. You feel so happy. Just stay there. You don't even want to leave that place because you feel peaceful. Yes. You feel you're in control of everything. Your own universe, 2 by 2. Yes, really, very nice. And then less heater, you see, in the winter. Less aircon in the summer. And mostly the smaller house is cool if you have it under the tree. It's cool all day, you don't even need it. Don't need aircon at all. And winter, just a small heater, fine. Also aircon, small heater. Less than if you have a bigger house. If you have a bigger house, even if you don't live in many rooms, you still need to keep a heater on in all rooms. And that costs electricity or oil or whatever, yes? And because it's just burden your mind, I'm telling you. Burden your mind. Because you have to still thinking about it. It's on the back of your mind whether that room is okay. Oh, next week I have to clean this room, that room because it's moldy or it probably has to be cleaned now and then, no? Even if you don't live in there. Oh, no, it's not good. If you really want to practice well and be happy, then the smaller the house, the better. Apartment, yeah, small apartment. Or live in some trailer park or something, yes. If you're comfortable there, no? If it's convenient for you. If it's allowed in your country. Some country don't allow, hey? Don't allow trailer park, right? In winter, like Canada, they don't have trailer park in winter. They close, yeah. About mid-November, mid-October, they close already, something like that, or end of October. Because the water pipe will freeze and it will bust, that's why. But if they want, they can, cover the water pipe, have it all winter. Yes, but they don't do it. Probably it costs too much. trailer park supposed to be inexpensive, you know? So maybe that's why they can't afford to facilitate so much, né? Protect the pipes and all that. But they probably could, né? Probably they earn enough money, they don't care. Or maybe winter people don't go. Yeah? Mostly people have house, they go there just for vacation. If you want to live there long, it's a trouble. In some cold country, it's a trouble. All right, guys. Did anybody feed the birds today?
They writing on the paper before we come in. We read that they said don't feed the bird by yourself, and we have certain people.
Yeah, but maybe somebody's gone. Anybody in the kitchen feed them sometimes? Okay, outside in the attendance room. Oh, I tell my attendant to do it then. Okay? Because if you feed it all over here, then we cannot sit. They might come and leave their souvenir everywhere. And after you sit, oops, what is that?
It's
That's
a
why,
memory.
that's why I don't even let my dogs come here. So to keep you clean, keep everything clean. Sometimes I let them, but go straight upstairs to see you before, nah? After they already relieve themselves everything, and they pour everything, clean the whole body, and then they go up. Before, nah? I don't let them come around here. Even when you're not here, I don't let the dogs come here. Because dog, they do it everywhere. They're free. And they might, like the coconut tree there or that little tree here. Yeah? Then when you sit, you say, Sikwasa. And then when you come home, your husband thinks, what did you pee your pants? Too excited seeing the master.
Like hear about the flood thing in Germany.
Yeah, I also tell people,
Yes.
go and help, right?
Yes, foreign group told us that you wanted us to go there, and you even spent a lot of money for it.
Well, not enough, never enough.
Well, it can be never enough, but
Yes.
but it was quite nice
Was
to
it
have it. Yes.
Yes.
And we still collected some from our
From yourself
disciples
also?
too.
It's good.
Yes.
Okay, if whoever can afford, give more, yeah? Maybe they don't need, but your presence.
And
Yeah.
that's what
Your
I
love.
wanted to tell, because it was such a very, very nice experience to do it.
Oh, I told you. To
Yes.
give is always nice.
Yes, it was incredibly nice.
Yes.
We did packages first with food and with some information about vegetarian food,
Yes.
and an envelope with the money. And then we went there in the most bad areas.
The worst hit, yes.
Yes. And people showed us what was damaged, and sometimes it was really terrible.
Heartbroken, I know.
The whole house was not to use anymore.
Yes, next time bring tent also.
They couldn't live in there anymore, and they had
Bring the
to
tent.
remove the floor until you could see the stones already. Everything had to go out, and the walls all as well, inside and outside. They had to remove
I saw it.
Otherwise, it smelled so terribly you couldn't bear it.
Yeah, because the toilet and all that will be over flooded, and then people might get sick even.
Yes, and not only the cellar, but sometimes it was the first floor and even the second floor.
I saw it
sometimes.
on the TV.
Really, really very, very bad.
I know. So people will be very appreciative when you come.
It was like that, yes. We went there, and then first they were a little reluctant what we want.
Yes.
And when they found out we don't want anything, we just want to give something, they showed very, very happily what happened.
Yes.
And
Of course.
they
Let's
told us
relieve them.
how they felt and how it was.
That
all
is
together.
what make them feel better.
Yes.
To share the problem, share the sorrow,
Yes.
Most people only like to share the joy, but don't share the sorrow.
Yeah.
No people like to come and listen to them talk. Even if you don't bring anything, but you bring your love and you lend your ears and your arms, they will be very much more comforted. That's the point. That's the point. Yes.
And for me, I thought they are all in despair, but it was not like that. They really said we make the best out of it, and they started to to rebuild everything.
the
And they
brave
had a
people,
lot
yes.
of helpers too. The universities closed,
it's
and
good.
the military people were there.
It's good.
Really, many people. And they were
Wonderful.
very moved. They had so much help.
Oh,
They
good.
couldn't believe it.
That's good for them. Good for them.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when we presented gifts and the money, most of them, they just the tears came out, and we hugged, and it was really very touching.
Yes. Even if they are rich people, but in this type of situation, maybe their money are washed out, the checks are gone, the credit card nowhere, they don't get anything to eat.
Yeah.
So we bring the immediate relief. That is good for everyone to have. That's why they're so happy.
And sometimes we had
Because
the
you love
impression
also.
it wasn't even the money that they didn't have money. It was just somebody came and cared just like that.
Yeah, and share, share. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what we went for. It's not just because not all of them might need the food, but in case they do, then we have it for them, just for temporary, so that until they get back on their feet, until they can report their credit card or something and get something to buy for their children or for themselves. When disaster comes, everybody needs, rich or poor, anybody. You never know. They need love also, you see? Most important.
Yes.
It's good.
So thank you very much for
Thank you
pushing us. And next time we do it on our own.
Yeah, please do that. Yeah, I know all of you are Buddha, just sit there and meditate and don't do anything. So I have to watch the news all the time, in this case. And I have to tell the FG to immediately, send help. Yes, I can't do it all alone, but I'm very grateful that you do it for me. Okay, I can't do it all because so many countries. I can't travel that much anymore. I need to meditate to make it less and disaster less. But still, it could be worse, you see? But even then, even I do that spiritually, I also do it materially, financially. Because people in this world, especially people who don't practice, or even people who practice, they also need material comfort, no? Especially in that situation. They also need some food, some water to drink for the immediate need, and then later they will get by. Or sometimes other group did not arrive yet. In Germany, it's good because it's a powerful country, it's a rich country, and then they come help immediately. But still then, you give a little gift of immediate relief, and they're so happy and they're so touched to tears. You see that? They do need it. Because even the government send the army, but there's so many areas they can't do it all in one time, and they can't reach sometimes remote area or when the worst hit area maybe they haven't arrived yet. They didn't know where yet, so they just go different villages, and some people are in need. But Germany is a rich country, so the government can afford to do it immediately. It's good, and Germany also a peaceful country, so the army is always ready for helping. I'm happy like that. The army should be just that. Just to rescue people. Be a hero, not to fight and kill.
And what was very nice, in front of the restaurants, once they had the mud out of it, they started to put a table outside with a very big pot of
soup
thick
and something.
soup and to drink.
For
and
people.
They even gave it for free.
Yes,
it was
it's
really
good. Very good, of course. But you see, even I want to say, even Germany is a rich country, but still there are some people who needs it, even without disaster. Not to talk about when disaster come, then they have nothing anymore. Yeah, they still also have some percentage of unemployment, and some people who don't have job, or some people who have job but can't go to work, and sometimes children need extra things. And when disaster come, they really need something. Especially the love and comfort that you bring. Okay? Love and comfort that you bring.
Yeah, we felt like that.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So it's good for you also. You see, when you go in such an area by yourself, you can see how people are so appreciative. And then you can feel closer to fellow beings. Your heart will be more open. And your compassion will grow. Not just the money and the things that we give. It's for you to grow. Because
Very happy too.
yeah, the first-hand experience will touch your heart forever. Because you were there. You see how things are damaged and how people suffer. And you feel very sorry for them. Your heart will open with love. And that's what energy that needs to counterbalance the negative things that have happened to them. Okay? You bring positive power. You bring love into the area that they need it most at that time. Okay? Yes. No matter what karma they did, no matter if they deserve trouble or not, you always bring love and comfort. That's important for you also, not just for them. Yeah? Very good. For our world together. Always spread more love, then the world will become better and better place. Okay. Energy, good energy, you see? Happy and loving energy is needed. Oh, okay. Look like they're hungry, huh? Because they keep coming for it. I call my assistant to give them some bread where she knows where. Oh, but they could eat forever too, you know. They're so small, but they can eat a lot. I always give before, you know, and they come back to eat again and again. Did you assign somebody every time to feed the pigeons and the birds?
The kitchen do it as well.
Okay, they do?
Yes.
Because always a new kitchen, so you have to put the notice there and show them where to feed the birds when they come, okay?
Okay.
Or tell the kitchen to relate it to the next person, huh?
Okay, Master.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, yes, Master. We had also very special experience during this flood in Czech Republic. We went to some areas, the most also disaster, and we asked mostly people to recommend us where is the most
the worst hit area.
The worst. Yeah. But one place where was one man who lived from last flood. It was 2002.
And now
without electricity, without gas, without everything.
Yeah.
And now again flood.
Oh God.
When we came, he was very nervous, but he started to explain us that these material things are not permanent, that it is not important, that he can be happy also from inside.
Yeah.
And he saved the most important things, and he showed us. It was picture Maria. From Mary,
yes.
And Jesus Christ. And he showed us this, and he was very happy about it.
They're still there.
Yes,
yeah.
and we started to talk with him a little bit, and he relaxed and started to sing to us. And in his plant, no furniture, nothing. And it was like in church.
Yes,
you know,
in the church,
yeah.
empty, yes.
He sang us Ave Maria, and it was so touching.
Oh, very good.
And he thanks you very much for envelope, for money, and for support and love.
You tell him he's welcome, right?
Yeah. Thank you very much also.
You're welcome. My
place.
God. Yeah, some people just endure one disaster after another because the government don't always have enough time, or they have, but they have other things to do. Always some pressing political problem or with neighbors or with things, you know. So it's inevitable that some family or some people are being left out, and forgotten. Yes. Also, you know, like Haiti or Katrina disaster, it's people are still living in like hut or, you know, shed, without any protection, without any mean to survive. Apart from that, we also have refugees and who has nothing, and also only lucky to be alive, and then go to all kind of refugee camp and just eat from whatever hands out to them. This world is not always very kind because we make so much bad energy, and so the energy hit back at us. This is like boomerang effect. Einstein once told us that everything will come back to where. If you throw something, it will go back to you one day. It come back to where it started. So if this world want to become a better place, then people has to become better. They have to start by themselves. Sometimes people in this lifetime, they haven't done anything wrong. But maybe in the past life, they have done something wrong. So this lifetime, they have to bear some consequences. Or it is a collective karma from family or from clan or from country, yeah? That happen to be like that. But nevertheless, whatever it is, we always have to open our heart and help them, okay? We always have to help whoever needs, regardless, yeah? Regardless. We cannot say that, oh, it's their bad karma, that's why, and we don't do anything. You cannot do like this. But I'm surprised. Why am I the first one to inform you about your country's disaster? All the time. Not just Germany, Czech or Hungary. Up to now, it's like that all the time. Because I sometimes watch TV, like they say, billions and billions of dollars are given to Haiti reconstruction program. But the people still don't get it. It filters through somewhere and then it's stuck in some bureaucracy or something. When it's a disaster, we always need to go and check out, okay? As a fellow human being. And if they don't need, it's fine. If we don't need, then we don't need to say anything or do anything. If they need, then at least we know we can help. If they don't need, at least they know, okay, somebody concerned about them. As a human to human, as a German fellow together or Czech fellow together or Hungarian, etc. Whenever there's a disaster, I just don't feel good at all, myself even. Even I stay in a safe area. At night, I would toss and turn, and I meditate sometimes very unevenly. And sometimes, if it's a flood or in a cold area or something like that, I feel so cold even if I have all the heater on. I'm cold inside out, in the bone from coming out. I have all the blanket, hot bottled water and hot blanket, everything. I still cannot feel warm. Imagine, I just feel some of the feeling of the people only, and it's that much. I couldn't sleep at night and feel cold like that. Or if it's a kind of a fire disaster, then I would feel so hot, like fever, yeah? And I cannot bear any clothes, and I have to wash myself with cold water and all that. I can't even sit, it feels like I'm burning inside. Because of the sympathy, a sympathetic connection with the human beings, with the fellow beings. Can you imagine I'm in a safe place and just feel sympathy and feel so bad like that? How would the people there feel, especially cold weather? No heater, no electricity, no gas, and no food in the house. Sometimes I don't know where to go to ask for food. Sometimes maybe the army come distribute food, but they didn't know it because the electricity cut off, the telephone's gone, they have no communication. They don't know that the army came to give food. And if they were not there or the food were distributed, and they will stay at home alone. Or some elderly people cannot go everywhere. They don't have car, they can't drive, or they're sick in the house alone. There's always a situation that we can help. Yeah? Okay?
Pro mě je těžký jako nepomáhat ostatním, i když nejsem obklopený takhle duchovníma skvělýma lidma.
Okay.
For him it's very hard. It is not easy not to help others. Even he wasn't till now surrounded with so great people as here.
A stále pro ně hledám nějakou cestu, jak by se mohli dostat oni sami k duchovnímu poznání.
I still am looking for some spiritual way how they can reach the spiritual knowledge.
Moc dobře chápu, jak je to těžká věc. Jak je těžké se odpojit od vlastně hmotných věcí.
I understand how hard it is to disconnect from material things.
Přišla mi jedna věc a chtěl se zeptat, jestli je správná. Oni pořád chtějí něco skutečného, co můžou použít v reálném životě.
Some idea came to me, so I want to ask whether it's correct that they need some material things or something they can use in material world.
Takže pokud se rozhodují při jakémkoliv konání, tak ať se rozhodují na základě toho,
if they can decide in normal life, so they the best is to decide regarding to something.
Pokud jejich rozhodnutí vede k jistotě a závislosti, to není dobrá cesta. Pokud vede k pravdě, ke svobodě a odpovědnosti, je to dobrá cesta.
If their decision leads to security and dependence, it is not a good way to go. And if it leads to liberty and freedom and responsibility, it is good way.
Yeah, of course it is. Spiritual help is always the best, but in this world, some people need material help. Yeah. And then if they want a spiritual thing, we also give them some information spiritually. Huh?
Že pokud můžeme pomoct duchovně, tak je to vždycky nejlepší. Ale pokud ty lidi potřebují materiální pomoc, tak jim můžeme pomoct i materiálně. Ale duchovní pomoc je vždycky nejlepší, dát jim informace.
When people need material help, we give material.
Když potřebují lidi materiální pomoc, dáme jim materiální.
And also included a little bit spiritual if they're interested. And when they need spiritual, then we help spiritual.
Jo, včetně trochu, že jim tam dáme něco duchovního, pokud to chtějí, jo. Ale pokud chtějí duchovní, tak jim dáváme tu duchovní pomoc.
So whenever you go for disaster relief, you always bring some spiritual book or something, give to them, and that's correct.
Jo, takže i když jdete pomáhat třeba při těch povodních nebo nějakých katastrofách, tak je v pořádku vzít sebou něco duchovního a dát jim to k tomu taky, protože to je vlastně vyvážené.
Yes. When the plant needs water, you give water. Don't just sit there and tell him grow up and do evolution, listen to master tape and things like that.
Jo, když potřebuje nějaký strom prostě vodu, tak ho zaliješ a ne, abys mu říkal, poslouchej mistryni a prostě z nebe si ti to přijde.
When people in disaster area need food, please just give food.
Když lidi prostě při nějakých katastrofách potřebují jídlo, dejte jim jídlo. A ne, musíš jim vysvětlovat, je to vaše karma, jeď vegetariánsky. Musíš zachránit svět, buď veganem.
Follow Master Qinghai.
Následuj mistryni Qinghai.
Please give them food.
Dejte jim jídlo.
They have to survive first.
Oni musí nejdřív přežít.
And if you have some spiritual material, you include it with the package.
A když máte nějaké duchovní materiály, tak je dejte do toho balíčku.
It will help them also comfort their soul, and if they decided they're interested, they will come and find you, and then you can tell them what and what.
To jim pomůže taky vlastně sklidnit tu jejich duši a potom, pokud je to zaujme, tak vás najdou a vy můžete vlastně pokračovat v těch informacích.
But you already have experience with people. You talk, they don't listen. So why?
Ale když máte zkušenosti s lidmi a říkáte, že neposlouchají, tak proč?
Why so eager?
Proč jste taky jako zarytý? Nebo tak furt chcete?
Protože jsem tam byl taky.
Because he was there also. He was like them before.
I understand.
And he have feeling that they don't need to go through all this suffering as he did. So he want to help them.
Thank you. You're very kind and I'm very touched.
Jo, že ti děkuje, že jsi velice vlídný a že je tím velice dojatá, že to je.
It's very good that you always try, okay?
Je to dobře, že se vždycky snažíš.
But if people don't listen, don't feel hurt, don't feel rejected.
Ale pokud tě lidi neposlouchají, tak ať nejsi zraněný, ať se necítíš odmítnutý nebo zklamaný.
Some people are not ready.
Někteří lidi nejsou připraveni.
It's like children, some children don't grow up yet.
Jo, že některé děti ještě nedorostly.
Some souls are not grown up yet.
Některé duše ještě nedorostly.
Yeah. Sometimes too much suffering, they can care less, they don't believe in God anymore because they think God make all this suffering. It's not true. They make it themselves, but they always blame God.
Ale oni žijou v takovém utrpení, že pořád obvinují Boha, že on to způsobil. A oni nevědí, že to způsobili oni, ale prostě obvinují toho Boha.
So you're not suffering anymore now?
Tak vy už teďka netrpíte?
Sám ne.
No, he alone not.
Good.
But he can see it around.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you for being a good boy.
Že jsi tak hodný chlapec.
Very sincere.
Velice upřímný.
And you eat more vegetable, okay?
A jest víc zeleniny.
A little bit.
Trošku.
Yeah, a little bit at a time.
Jo, trošku, vždycky
Yes.
trošku si dej.
Because they cook here very nice.
Protože oni vaří tady velice
Together
dobrou
with
zeleninu.
rice and protein.
S rýží a prostě s nějakou,
Balanced
dám
diet.
tam nějaký protein jako třeba a zeleninu.
I also don't feel like eating sometimes.
Já taky někdy nemám chutí.
Yeah, but I eat just to have a break.
Ale jim, že si dám prostě přestávku.
Yeah. Or with people.
Nebo s lidma.
For happiness, yes.
Pro štěstí.
Anyway, if you don't like a lot of vegetable, then just eat what in the loving list.
Pokud nemáš rád jako hodně zeleniny, tak jest to, co je na tom seznamu milujících jako věcí. To jsou...
Yes. Even the loving list is limited, but a lot of food already.
I když je omezený ten seznam těch milujících věcí, ale je tam ještě stejně hodně jídla.
Good to live on.
Je dobré se toho držet.
I don't eat a lot of vegetable or a lot of things, but I feel okay.
Jo, já taky nejím hodně zeleniny a takových věcí, ale cítím se dobře.
Yes. And if you feel a little weak or run down sometimes, then take some vitamin. Yeah?
A pokud se cítíte
vitamin.
trošku někdy slabý, anebo prostě takový vyčerpaný, tak si dejte nějaké vitaminy.
Supplement, okay?
Nějaké prostě
I really
podpůrné
I really
doplňky
need it
stravy.
anymore, even though I eat very little. A little limited of supply.
Jo, že jim je hodně málo těch vitamínů nebo takových dalších doplňků.
Okay. Because we have also inside nourishment, you know?
Protože i uvnitř máme prostě výživu.
You eat according to your need, yeah?
Že jíte podle toho, co potřebujete.
You test it, yeah?
Někdy to testuješ.
Some has more nourishment inside, some have less. If you have less, then you eat a little bit more. If you have a lot of nourishment inside, the prana, then you eat less.
Někdy máš v sobě víc výživy, tak nepotřebuješ tolik jíst, a někdy máš míň, tak jíš víc, protože někdy máš v sobě míň prány, anebo máš víc, tak jíš míň.
Don't punish yourself, it's just testing.
Nemusíš se moc jako trestat,
what you
jo?
can
Je to
do.
jenom testování, co prostě vydržíš.
Yes. See how your body responds.
Jak reaguje tvoje tělo?
师傅报告一个台湾的好消息，就是我们现在台湾有很多做荤的店啊，都一家一家开了大的素食店，然后我们常常去吃都是客满，然后一家一家开这样子，然后我都觉得世界和平快到了。
Okay, good. 台湾很好，所以现在去英国也不用签证，6个月不用签证，去这边3个月免签的，哪里有这么好东西？几百年没听说。
Master, we recently interviewed 2 scientists from a research institute in Germany.
Yeah.
And they received like €1 million euros funding from the European research funding.
Yeah.
And they are doing a project called Like Meat. And they are researching plant-based meat proteins. And one of the things that they tested was that they've developed a new process to get a more texture that's like meat for the flexitarians.
Yes.
So they have a process now where they've tested 6 to 8 different types of proteins, so they can combine all sorts of different proteins together. So their specialization is lupines. So they've produced a meat which doesn't have any soya, or can be gluten-free, soya-free.
Yes,
so
there are also gluten-free and soya-free bread and vegetable. There are also soya-free vegetable. Imagine, soya-free beans. Yes.
Yeah, so this institute is very famous for their work on lupines.
Are they producing anything yet?
They have a lupine ice cream that's on the market already. The plant-based meat was coming out next year.
We're waiting. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
it's good. It's good for a lot of people, because some people also don't like soya because of this prejudice.
Yeah.
Also, some people cannot tolerate gluten protein. I don't know why. Must be karma, eh? Yes. It's not like you lucky people eat anything, digest anything. It's good. Good news. Because they're getting better all the time now. Even we know a lot of products, and we are from international source, so we can exchange and we can buy things. But outside people, the people who don't know much about vegan stuff, it's difficult for them to find things to eat that is nice. Yeah. So if they can conduct all these experiments and make it tasty and texturally nice, then people would be more vegan. Now, for example, now I came back here this time, they bought me some nice cheese. Tastes so good. It's very nice, square like this, and one slide after another. Yeah, dogs love it so much. My dogs love it. I also like it. Yeah, before I didn't eat too much cheese. But the sweet cheese, also very nice with walnuts and all that. Very nice. In German, you can buy a lot of things. German and Holland, funny. Holland, you can buy a lot of vegetarian food. Even pure vegetarian food, and cheap as well. And some country, like Buddhist country, difficult to find. I thought Taiwan has a lot of vegan food, but before there wasn't that much either, except tofu and some of the mincing, from the gluten. It's not much tasty things. And then even though sometimes they say vegetarian food or vegan food, still they put something not vegetarian in it. Pork or some pork oil or something like that. It's terrible. But nowadays it's getting better and better all the time. We really hope one day the whole world vegan, eh? And everywhere you go, you just eat. Because honestly, it's getting better, but still, whenever you go, there's not the pure vegan shop anywhere. So you have to go in supermarket to buy things. And it takes me forever with my binocular to read things.
In Berlin and Frankfurt, there are vegan shops already. And in Düsseldorf and Essen too.
Yes, I know.
And in Munich, we had a very small one up to now, and now it became 5 times bigger, and it's much more
more varieties,
city and more variety.
Good job, good vegan food, good business.
Yes, I think it's nice. I only know the old one, which was small, because the new one is
That's what
very
you guys
new.
should do also. You open a vegan shop then.
And the second one will open in 1 or 2 months.
Ah, wonderful.
And there is one supermarket who has a vegan compartment.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
We didn't have that before.
Yeah, I know. Nowadays, many supermarkets, you can buy tofu or some vegan sausages. Small varieties, but have some to survive. Anyway, it doesn't matter if they don't have vegan sausages or tofu. You just buy beans, baked beans, vegetarian baked beans. Or green beans, there's a lot of protein in it. Soya beans, tofu is made from soya beans. And other things made from mung beans. Anyway, so you just eat beans and vegetables, also fine, eh? Yes, you have to cook tastily, and then everything's good. Of course, when I run around, I don't always have vegan cheese or vegan sausage and stuff like that. I don't really eat it that much. I eat just a vegetable. And I'm still okay, I don't even eat beans anymore. I mean, only one type of very small beans. They cut it maybe now and then if they buy it. Otherwise, I don't even eat this kind of protein food. I just eat the vegetable, and my vegetable consists of, if the no-head tomato, ripe tomatoes, maybe sometime, but I don't eat that much either. A cucumber, yeah? And there's a Chinese cabbage there, and Roman lettuce, yeah, and some onion. That's just about it. Yeah, and fruit is melons, and some peach sometimes, but I don't really eat that much fruits. Yeah, mostly melons. Sometimes my attendant buy the apples also, yeah, because I share it with my dogs. They love apples and melons. So we always eat together, yeah. Because without them, I'm also lazy to cut the teeth. That's just about it. And if they buy other things like apricots, and I don't really eat a plum, they also okay in the loving food if there's no head. But I also don't eat them that much. I eat maybe an apple or so now and then, or melons, yeah, that's it. So it's not a lot of variety, is it? No, Not compared to normal diet, eh? Yeah. And of course I have rice, yeah? couscous or spaghetti without eggs, yeah, noodles with them, yeah. That's it. And I'm still alive, no? Since I talked to you last, I've been on this diet.
Master.
Yeah.
Recently, research showed that actually most of us, we don't need lots of protein.
No.
Most time people take too much.
Too much.
Overdo.
Get sick.
And they got lots of sick. So
Yeah.
every time patients say, oh, not enough, we say, no,
Yeah.
lots of vegetables have enough protein.
Enough
Actually,
protein.
we don't need that much.
It's true also, it's true. Also in my taste, I also don't really like to eat a lot of protein. So when the Chinese cook a lot of things with a lot of protein and that, they're nice. But I mostly eat more rice than the protein. The Chinese normally they eat more food than rice. I'm eating more rice and more vegetable than protein. So I always ask for more rice. I don't ask for more food. It's okay too, nah? Yeah, there are a lot of things to eat. Couscous, a lot of things I listed to you. Rice, yeah, noodles, sometimes bread. Okay, no? A lot of food already. Really. Yeah. I don't really fancy more than that. Not because, of course, it's also because loving food, now that we know I don't want to hurt any plants or anything anymore. Not because of that also. But even before that, if they cook for me a lot of vegetable, then I eat them. If not, I don't really fancy so many. Like I don't eat tomatoes a lot either. For example, you know, I don't eat a lot of carrots or these things, even turnip and all that. I read it all down to you, but I don't have them either. Just Chinese cabbage is most often the food, easy to cut. Just put it in the pan, you know, like a soup. With soup, then it's so easy. And cucumber, I also eat now and then also. Not every day either. I don't know what I eat really. Very little variety. And protein is for taste, né? Vegan cheese also for taste. Otherwise, if you eat the balanced food diet, you have enough. Yeah. Okay?
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of a total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing, a solution for world hunger, free up 3.4 billion hectares of land, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply, consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production, reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per US household per year, stop 80% of global warming, plus more. Save your life. Be veg, go green. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/beveg.
When you meditate, you also replenish yourself with the nutrition that is in the air, yeah? It's from the sun. Let's face it, the fruit also grow from the earth and air and sun, water. Maybe we just grow it ourselves. Yeah. That's why people can be breatharian or pranarian, you see? Or just waterian or solarian. Because we can take them from the air if we need to, yeah? But don't do it, don't force yourself and die and then blame me, huh? Just do anything according to your need, okay? Meditate a lot, that's important, all right? Longing for God, yeah? And longing for blessing to help other beings. These are more important, okay? Whatever you eat is enough already. But don't say that to other doctors and scientists. They think I'm treating you not correctly. But I'm the example. And the breatharian people are the examples, the proof of that, of what I'm saying, really, But if you feel like you need more food or your children need, then please just continue the way you do, okay? You have to test it only, yeah? Don't just immediately go just cucumber every day because master says so. Or just tomato, and then you look like a tomato when you come next time. We're okay, but we have to be moderate, all right? Okay, now I let you go eat. Don't make any more excuses and don't say anything. Okay, have a bon appetito. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Dziękujemy, że oglądaliście dzisiaj z nami Zawsze szerzcie więcej miłości. Część druga z 2. Między mistrzem a uczniami. Następnie w programie ze świętych tekstów Awestry, zoroastrianizmu, Ahunvaiti Gata, Jasna, 31-32. Z Ahunvaiti Gata w słowach mądrości. Pozostańcie z Supreme Master Television. Niech wasze życie będzie zawsze błogosławione niekończącą się miłością Boga. Aby uzyskać więcej informacji, prosimy odwiedzić stronę www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.